Hello, and welcome back to the Cookie Jar. Today we are doing the 10th recipe from the Plum Pudding Murder. It is called Fudge-Mallow cookie bars. So the first thing we are doing is preheating the oven to 350. You're going to want 3/4 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of white sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, half cup softened butter, 1 stick, 2 eggs, 2 1-ounce squares unsweetened chocolate, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a cup of chopped nuts. I used walnuts, but pecans are fine too. 10.5-ounce package miniature marshmallows. You'll use 3/4 of a package. 2 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips. Hannah's note, this is a lot easier with an electric mixer, but you can also make these cookies bars by hand. So it seems kind of straightforward. You're going to melt the chocolate in a microwave-safe bowl for 1 minute on high. This is let them sit for another minute and take them out and stir them until they're melted. If they're not, you can give them another 15 seconds. You're going to combine flour, sugar, salt in a bowl, mix them together, add the butter, mix that in, add the eggs. I am so used to these recipes saying to beat the eggs before you deal with them that I did that. I guess I didn't have to, but it should not affect anything. Once your chocolate's cooled enough, add it into the other mixture, add the vanilla and the nuts, and then you're going to spray a 9x13 pan with nonstick spray. You're going to bake these off for 20 minutes. Then you're going to pull it out of the oven, top it with marshmallows, cover it with foil, let that sit for 20 minutes. And then when you've done all that, you're going to melt the remaining chocolate chips for 2 minutes. And then once they're smooth, you're going to spread them over the melted marshmallows. And just say if you want the chocolate to harden faster, you can stick it in the fridge. And then you're going to take them out and cut them up and put them on a pretty platter. It says you should get 24 bars out of each pan. Lisa says Herb loves these because they remind him of the chocolate-covered marshmallow cookies he used to eat as a child. He confessed he traded them with his friends, giving them the homemade cookies Marge made and put in the lunchbox with the store-bought marshmallow cookies. Lisa says that if you know Marge Beesman, please don't tell her that her son did this. So, let us get started. This is everything we are going to be needing for this video. So the first thing we want to do is take the unsweetened baking chocolate and put it in the microwave for 1 minute and then let it sit for 1 minute and then get it to melt. While that is melting, something we can do is we can take the flour, the sugar, and the salt, and let that start stirring up. The next thing is to this is the butter, but I think we're going to wait until we pull the chocolate just because I don't want to get started with this and have to stop. It does say after the chocolate has his minute to let it sit for a minute before you try to stir it up. I definitely think it's going to take a second of melting to get some of the pieces done that were in the middle. But this definitely seems very already melted. Does not going to need any more time. So with that, we're just going to leave our chocolate sitting on the counter and we're going to add our butter into the flour, sugar, and salt. Now we're starting to look like a pie dough or sugar cookie dough. And we are going to add the eggs. I'm just going to give the beaters a quick scrape, try to get all of that mixed in as well. And then we're just going to let it sit until the chocolate is cool enough to add. We do not want scrambled egg cookie bars. So I have felt the chocolate and it feels fine. It's not super hot. So we're going to go ahead and drizzle that in. Next, we have our vanilla and our nuts. Just give this one last little push, trying to get everything ready to pour it out. It doesn't seem like very much. It really doesn't. So we want our 9 by 13. Give that a nice coating of nonstick spray. And away we go. Now I just need to spread this out a little bit. Now this will go in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. And that's what you're looking at. 20 minutes down. We have to cover it in marshmallows. It does say to get them in a single layer, which for some reason mine are sticking together. So I'm trying to break those up. I'm gonna call that good. And then we're just gonna cover this with foil. Try to carefully cover this with foil, because remember, the pan itself is still hot. And now we're gonna let that sit for 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes. The next step is to take the semi-sweet chocolate chips and to put them in the microwave for, I believe, 2 minutes. Yeah, it says 2 minutes, and then stir them smooth, and then we'll top it. Here we are. The bowl is really hot, so be careful. I kind of wish I'd put this in a measuring cup so I could pour it out easier. And it is smooth. It's not exactly pourable smooth, but somehow I'm supposed to spread it on top of the melted marshmallows. I think that's just going to end up combining together. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to spread this on top of melted marshmallows. But we're going to try. Worst case scenario, it all melts together and we have an interesting mess. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I did not think this would spread very easily. But this is what we got. Now, it does say you can pop it in the fridge for 30 minutes to kind of speed up the hardening process. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so these are very ooey gooey, but once you get past that, the bottom actually seems pretty solid. It's definitely something that won't like clog your mouth. The bottom is a mix between a cake and a brownie, and the top is very thick and stretchy. It's melted marshmallow and chocolate. I think it's okay. I'm not that enthused with it. It tastes pretty good, but it just seems like a big mess to me. But it's got a good chocolate flavor. It's got the crunch from the nuts. If you're okay with the ooey and the gooey, great. Next week, we are making Christmas lace cookies, and I'm really excited about these because I have made these before and they always are really, really good. So if you're interested in seeing those, join us next week. Bye.